Hello everyone, welcome to Moshumi's Inspirational Discourse. Today I would like to put a question to all my viewers. Do we have to lose young and potential mind every year before and after the entrance and the board examinations? Recently, 3 NEET aspirants committed suicide in Tamil Nadu. I was shocked and distressed after reading this news. Later on, I was annoyed with the political leaders for trying to play political game with this issue. This is not a political issue. This is a very sensitive issue which can be tackled only by changing the mindset of the parents, teachers, society and the peers towards the concept of what we call success of a child. These children are actually victims of psychological abuse inflicted on them by their ignorant parents, teachers, and the peers. Today, as soon as a child is born, the parents start dreaming about his successful life in terms of his career and set about planning it. The competition and the comparison starts from here. But they should understand that every child is unique and he has his own unique skill and pace and aspirations in life. They should only nurture them and try to bring it out of them. Instead, it is instilled from a very young age in a child's mind nowadays that academic score and getting seats in certain institution is the key to happiness and success in life. If they are not able to fulfill it, then they are failures and they have to live in shame and tragedy. If a child is academically good, then he is pressurized by everybody and a very high goal is set for him. Later on, he is told that if he is not able to achieve this goal, then he will be responsible to bring about shame to his family, institution, and his parents. Can you imagine the burden this child has to carry on his young shoulders? Then again, if a child is not very keen in studies, he is pressurized, criticized, and looked down upon by these same people until he loses all his self-confidence and self-worth. Even music and sports is no more a means of relaxation and entertainment for a child. They are expected to excel in it too. Most of the children are distressed and unhappy because they feel that they could not live up to the standard set by their parents, and somehow they fail them and they are consumed with guilt. At other times, they feel that their life is completely finished because they have failed in this one endeavor in life. Can you imagine, instead of parents and peers being responsible for the happiness of a child, these days this responsibility falls on a child's shoulder that he or she should make them happy by living up to their expectations? If a child fails and comes home, he needs love and support from his parents. Father and mother should be the one towards whom a child can turn during his failure and distress for love and support. But there are very few parents who can tell a child that, Baba, it's okay to fail. We are paranoid of failures. Why? It is through our failures that we learn most things in life. These things have gone too far now. It is high time that we take this problem very seriously before losing more minds every year. These days, competition is very high, we all know. That is why we should tell our children that despite their effort, they may not be successful. But if one path is closed to them, there are so many paths open to them. In fact, changing path many times leads to more success because very often the line that the child has chosen may be either very competitive or maybe he doesn't have potential for it. Parents and children these days are carried away by the wave of the society. If everybody is taking science, I too should take science. If everybody is doing medical, I too should become a doctor. But a line and career should be chosen only according to the potential of the child and where he feels happiness. I should like to set few examples from my own experiences. A son of a friend of mine was finding it very difficult to tackle his engineering course. I applaud this friend because instead of pressurizing him, after 3 years, she allowed him to change his career and go for hotel management because he was interested in it. Today, he has completed his course successfully. He has gone to USA for his internship and pursuing his career very successfully. There was another child whose father was a high-ranking officer and both the parents had good academic career. But for some reason, this child was not able to concentrate in his studies during his school days as was not able to excel. But the mother was very supportive. After he completed class 12, he went to do industrial designing because he was very good in arts and mechanical work at the same time, and this course was practical based. He topped his university and today he is about to complete his master's from a very prestigious institution in London. My own son was not very keen in studies during his school days. Despite being a teacher, I was not able to motivate him, but he was very good in extracurricular activities. So I encouraged him in all his extracurricular activities so he does not lose his self-confidence and become or suffer from inferiority complex because of his less academic scores. After completing his class 10, I wanted him to take humanities and pursue either journalism or law because of his oratory skills. But he wanted to do engineering and science like all his friends. I knew he was making a mistake, but I did not stop him. After struggling for 2 years with science in classes 11 and 12, he learned his lesson. After passing at class 12, he took law. Today, he is very happy and pursuing his career successfully. I have cited these examples because sometimes children find it very difficult to pursue his academic career in schools. During this time, the parents should not panic. They should be very supportive and give them time and space to set their own goal. Parents should be always supportive of their child so that they can, at the end of the day, find their own goal and career. I request all the parents to love and understand their children instead of imposing their own aim and ambitions on the child. It is our first duty to make our children confident, emotionally balanced, and psychologically strong so that in future they are able to tackle any struggle and any challenge in life. Because we all know that life is a challenge and at the end of the day they will be happy and successful. An academically excellent child always may not have a successful and a happy life and vice versa. Schools and teachers also has a lot of responsibility regarding this. In schools also, an academically good child or high scoring child is given more importance. Why? There are so many potentials in children that needs to be nurtured. In fact, many potentials die at budding stage due to lack of nurturing. We need singers, players, actors, social workers, etc., apart from doctors, engineers, or IAS officers in a society. It is high time that in schools and at home, a child is taught to handle failure and be content and happy in life. The age-old wisdom that failure is the pillar of all success should be taught to all the children. Thank you. If you have liked my video, please comment, subscribe and share.